All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the Mixtape Show Takeover, man. And this week's Mixtape Show Takeover is brought to you by my sis Ange Covington at Mix Mafia DJs. Shout out to them, man. Always doing their thing, always sending us the dope guests, man. So this week, man, taking over the show. He's a dope artist, man. Filmmaker. We're gonna get into that. Brooklyn, New York representative. He goes by the name of Uriel J. Winfree III. What's good, sir? How are you, man?
I'm doing well. How you doing today?
Good man, good man. We was talking a little bit off air, and I was just, giving you bigging up you on your music, man. It's definitely a very eclectic, dope catalog that we got that I listen to, and when you hear Brooklyn, New York, you think one thing, and then you're the outlier. You know what I'm saying? With your music, which isn't a bad thing. You know what I mean? Which is definitely isn't a bad thing, man. So before we get started, man, how about we do this, bro? I like to kind of get people to kind of know where you come from and stuff like that. Tell me when growing up, man. What was your soundtrack growing up as a kid, man? What are some of the songs you can definitely remember growing up with family and stuff like that?
Oof. I spent so I do have my family's really big but separated
Okay.
all over the place. Everybody's over. But so growing up, I spent a lot of time by myself and digging in my parents' musical stash. I would go
Mhm.
in their closet and bring out the records and play with all their tapes and all that.
Mhm.
Definitely was into Jimi Hendrix growing up. Huge Jimmy fan. Otis Redding, that type of
Mhm.
vibe. A lot of soca. There's an artist by the name of the Mighty Sparrow,
Mhm.
and I would listen to that. My mom is from Trinidad and Tobago. Um, my dad also grew up in Trinidad and Tobago, but
Mhm.
is here in the States. But I grew up with a lot of different sounds. I learned jazz standards as a youngster. My dad sang those standards, and they're ingrained in my head.
Yeah.
I know those things like the back of my head. So they come on, they're like, people are like, "Oh, how do you know this song?" I'm like, it's just one of those things.
Yeah, yeah. So when I originally read Brooklyn and I saw the name, I saw how your name was looking. I was like, okay, I got to ask him, is he first generation or second generation born in the States?
Got it. Yeah, my
Because
mom moved to New York. Then she moved to California and had me in California, but I moved right back to where she worked so hard to move out of.
yeah.
I moved right back to Bed-Stuy, and she was upset about that. She
Ah.
was,
So is that where you get your creative flow from? Is the city and everything?
I'm a city kid. I like the fast hustle and bustle, so I like it. I like the fast pace. It's more my speed here.
Mm,
Um, just more my speed. I'm pretty laid back and chill, like Cali vibes, super Cali.
yeah.
But I like that hustle, that work ethic. Nothing beats a hardworking person at
Yeah.
all. And
Yes.
when you mix talent with that, it's undeniable.
Yeah, yeah, they're gonna meet at that peak point
Yeah,
eventually. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I'm same as you, man. I was born and raised in Queens. I live in Dallas now, so it's kind of like you, laid back environment.
yeah,
But I have to come back. Well, COVID kind of messed the flow up a little bit, but coming back home always kind of recharges the battery a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And visiting and just kind of getting that energy of the city into me to
yeah.
remotivate me and refocus me, man.
Right. Like really does it to you.
Yeah, my wife, she's from Cali too. So she's from she grew up in the Inland Empire side of town. So
Okay.
she was back and forth between Inland Empire and South Central a lot growing up. So it was we love the big cities, but when you have kids and stuff, you kind of got to slow down a little bit. And it
I
just
have a 5-month-old, and I definitely have learned to just take things a little bit easier. My body doesn't.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
so
it's, it's just not the moms that the kids take all the energy from, man.
it does too.
Yeah, congratulations on that, man. Congratulations on fatherhood, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
So filmmaking, I noticed that too in your bio. You do films too, man. How'd you get into that? What was the motivation into that?
Um, I mean, to be 100 with you, I'm gonna be completely 100 with you. My brother is a film producer, and I just want everything in my body to just override everything he's done.
Yeah.
I want to get him. I want to work with him. I've worked with him before. I've
Mhm.
had the opportunity to do that
Mhm.
on a show called Tales on BET.
Okay.
It's Irv Gott's show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My brother was a director for one of the episodes, which was I was super lucky. But I honestly just seen his career, and I want to be a part of it. I want in on it, and I've gotten an acting coach. I bought a camera. I'm running on a really expensive Canon, and I just quality is where that's where it's at. But
Mhm. Mhm.
interested in making films and expressing myself through film and music hand
Mhm.
in hand.
Mhm. And we're in that era now where content is king now, and
Oh yeah.
we don't have the traditional record labels, you know, um, getting the artist ready, developing the artist. Excuse me, they don't have the traditional artist development set up anymore. So now artists are developing themselves.
Yeah.
And with you doing the film and doing the music thing at the same time, how have you married those two to kind of help out with your career?
It took a long time to marry those two. I had to find another career, which was tattooing,
Okay.
to fund my session and getting better with my sound. I feel like microphones. I've been on cameras now, but I had to dive into other arts to get my art out there.
Yeah.
It's so weird how that happens, you know?
Yeah. And it's wild because it seems like all the artists some sort of visual, right?
Yeah.
Tattooing, film.
I mean, yeah, it's just a different medium on skin, but it's just it's art. It's
Yeah.
art.
I'm gonna have to hit you up when I come back in town, brother. I need some
Got
extra,
you.
some
Let's
extra work. You
go.
know what I'm saying? I need some work that I got to get finished, man. Hold
I
on, brother.
got
And you just recently dropped a project, man. What's the name of that project you dropped?
you. Right here. So Castle Face.
Mhm.
It's backwards, I think,
That's
but
good. I can see it.
it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
All right. So Castle Face. Yeah, it's a 4-song project, and it tells a story with the film. It's 11 minutes. It's a short film, but I took inspiration from a lot of directors that I like
Mm.
Robert Rodriguez
Mhm.
and Quentin Tarantino. I took a few movies, more than a few. I took uh, uh, Four Rooms. I took Desperado. Uh, there's a bunch of films I took
Mhm.
inspiration from and made my own story with to go along with the music.
Nice. Do you remember? And I don't know if you're old enough for this, but do you remember when Michael Jackson used to have the world premiere videos? He used to always come on Sundays after The Simpsons, and it was a big deal because he would do the short movies with the videos kind of thing. So like,
Yeah, that's when he did like Smooth Criminal.
Smooth Criminal and Thriller and all of those
I
like that.
remember it distinctly. That really did something to me back then. I turned 37 on the 9th of this month. So I was around during, the early 80s and seeing all these things,
Yeah.
dancing in front of my TV screen in my drawers to Michael Jackson doing the moonwalk. Family functions. Do that dance, boy, do that dance.
Definitely. Sing that song. Sing that song.
You sit there in front of your aunt, your uncle singing a Michael Jackson song, doing the moonwalk in your drawers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was that dude.
So
definitely happened.
So now we fast forward to you as an artist, and then that's you. You know what I'm saying? Where you're creating the music and doing the mini movies with your music, and you don't need a Fox and all of those guys to
no.
do that.
It's weird how we all can do for ourselves.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And when you start doing things for yourself, you really bring a lot more to the table as an artist or just anybody in general.
Yeah.
You have bargaining chips. You got more clout. You have what people want. So there's definitely an influx of people who are wanting content and wanting to see what's going on with what I've been cultivating for the past couple of years.
Yeah. What's your favorite part right now? What's the thing? I know you enjoy it all, and I don't want you to pick your favorite baby out of all of them. But what's the thing right now that's really got your attention right now?
I have a project after I release Castle Face fully. After I'm done pushing. I have a project that that it's done right now. Mixing, mastering, video work right now. Just fine tuning everything. It's called Chakras. It's a 7-song project. There's 7 chakras. I don't align with all of them, but there are things that help me balance myself, the music that I've been waiting to make for a very long time. And the self-titled track Chakras is the video is amazing. It's a piece of art, and I cannot wait. I produced it myself. I cannot wait to share that with the world.
So when you said you've been waiting to make this type of music for a long time, why would you say that? What made you say that?
I feel like being able to be in a position where I have my own studio, I have my own equipment, I have my own stuff. I can channel in my own thoughts and make the production that I want on my time. This is the music that I've been waiting to make my whole life. Like, I don't have to, all I got to do is give it to somebody to mix and master professionally and get that quality sound. That's what I'm after right now. My focus has shifted, with the constructive criticism that I've gotten from industry standard people. Just trying to fine tune my sound so it could just be undeniable. Like, you can't tell me nothing.
Yeah. Are you a fan of Tyler the Creator?
Definitely. He's super creative. What he does, what I've seen him do in the studio, I do the same thing here in my studio. I just bang out stuff myself. I do 4-part harmonies. I do a lot. I play instruments, guitars, piano. I do, and I'm looking at him, I'm just like, I could be right there with him doing that.
Yeah, I've been a fan since, obviously the Odd Future days. And then, when Yonkers dropped, that's when I was like, okay, you can spit a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, I think just here in the past few years, he was featured on like Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist's album. And I think he was featured on he's featured on West Side Gun. And I was just
West Side Gun. And
I was like, Tyler's been in his bag. I'm like, they've been in their bag, man.
West Side Gun? That is a crazy collab right there. That's crazy.
That's what I was like, I knew something was coming down the line. I was like, he's been in his bag here recently on some features. So, and when he dropped his last project, I was like, okay, I see what we're doing here.
I'm looking forward to that part of my career where I can tap in with some of these people that I've been looked up to, and I feel like I can hold my ground on a track with them or on a record. I can hold my own on a record with these people, and I'm looking forward to tapping into my new resources and future resources that have been coming along.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and you said it too, art, man. That's important in these days where you just can't drop a song and then let it be. You gotta give the people more with the visuals, with the album covers and the merch and all that kind of stuff.
Arbitrary music, it's got its place. Don't get me wrong, but not for me personally. I am not an arbitrary person. Everything might not have a complete. Did I lose you there? I'm sorry.
No, you good.
A complete meaning, but I find solace in giving my story to people, and hopefully they could relate.
Yeah. So what would be your story if somebody say, man, just tell me real quick, man, what's your story real quick? Well, what is Uriel's story?
Oh man, it's the youngest out of all the siblings trying to make his mark. It's the classic. It's the classic story.
Yeah. Tired of the hand-me-downs. Got to make your own way.
I gotta make my own way. I got some heavy hitters in my family too. Like my brother, I don't like to use him as a crutch, but I'm very proud of him and his accomplishments. He's been making music videos for a very long time, and he wrote and produced Idlewild for Outkast.
Okay.
He's been in the game, and I look up to him so much. So yeah, that's where my head is at. I'm just trying to be the little brother that makes him proud, and I try to do my best,
I say, think of it this way too, man. You didn't hear Damon and Sean and Marlon and Kim complaining about Keenan. They didn't want to say, hey man, I don't want to be in my brother's shadow. They was like, I want to eat with him. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
That's exactly
I want to be like,
did.
yo, bro, I got this project. You want to film it? It's going on HBO. Let's run.
Yeah.
That's the conversations I want to have with my brother right now. That's the type of stuff I'm trying to bring something to the table and not just be like, yo, bro, put me on. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that's not what this is.
Yeah. And that's the dope combo to have when it's with the family instead of an outsider. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
Dope, man. Social media, my brother. What's the best way we can follow your journey, man?
My name, simple and plain, Uriel Winfree, Uriel Winfree. Uriel Winfree, on most platforms. On Twitter, it's Rochout, Rochout. I have castleface.com with a K.
Okay.
That's where you could basically get all my music. I'll be pressing out vinyl. I'll be pressing out vinyl for my next project, Chakras. You can see videos, movies. You could buy tattoo prints. I have a clothing line called I Love You. Working with a person named Jessica Kelly doing sustainable fashion.
Okay.
It's coexisting with a single that I have that's online right now. It's called I Love You.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, brother. Well, hey, man, I tell everybody who comes on the show, man, once you on here, you family, you alumni. And anytime you got anything you want to promote, man, just let me know. Let us know. I followed you on social media, so you can always message me, be like, hey, man, I got this new designer water I want to talk about. So let me holler at you about that. We'll bring you on to talk about that.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much. I really do.
Definitely. Who you want to shout out, man, before we get out of here?
Oh, man. There's so many people that I could just shout out, but I think the person that deserves the most shout out right now is Rob Schwartz, Humag.
Yeah.
Big shout out for him tapping me in. Like my boy Nick Carletti, Lush One. Thank you for tapping me in. That's my boy. Also, Riggy Mars. He tapped me in. That's my little posse, my homies, and I really appreciate them showing me some love.
I had them all on the show previously, and all of them are good people, man. They're good peoples, man. They're real good peoples.
Yeah,
definitely. Well, welcome to the mixtape show, family, brother. And like I said, this is first time, definitely not the last. You still in New York right now, currently?
Yeah, currently here. When I'm not doing tattoo tours, this weekend I'll be in Wildwood. I do 10 months of traveling for tattooing. I'm trying to bridge the gap right now.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be I'll tell you got a call. I'm actually gonna be coming to town the end of the month. Well, the 27th, 28th, around that time. And if, like I said, maybe I can link up with you, man. Maybe get some merch or something from you and show some support.
Tap in. Got you. Whenever you hear, just tap in with me and I got you.
Definitely, brother. Definitely, man. Well, I'll tell you what, brother, I'm gonna play some of these joints. We're gonna get out of here, man. And I appreciate your time. And let's do this again soon, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, man. Uriel Winfree joining us on the mixtape show. We'll be right back.